sometimes I appreciate we're living in Ireland.
Yeah.
You know that.
That's a great place. But if you're living in
Oh yeah, the countryside.
countryside like this,
Yeah.
you have the best. You have a small town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
You have
paradise.
schools.
You know
and-
people, you know.
People
Yeah.
are nicer because they know each other.
No, it's true. It's true. That's
And also not only that, mainly because
Oh, I
the
see.
health services
yes.
is good.
It's
I think
nice
that's where
here.
we went through.
No, it's here.
Oh,
It's
this
here.
one- oh,
Remember we
yeah.
turned the corner and that was
Yeah.
it's
So
not
it's
that
not
far.
far at all.
Yeah.
yeah.
We were wondering
We
how
were
far it
walking
was.
here because there's a cyclist coming
Oh
out.
yeah. There used to be.
Yeah.
There used
I
to
did-
be.
I did enjoy-
Well, there's a. You can go through the garden, let's say.
You
Oh,
can,
there's a
you
gate
can,
there.
yeah.
It
yeah.
used to be like. Yeah, you have to go through there
Yeah.
before, but
I
they've
love
closed
this
it on.
hydrogen. Yeah,
Yeah.
look at that.
They're lovely, aren't they?
Beautiful.
Oh,
Especially maybe
Do you have
earlier.
hydrangea now?
No, I didn't flower ate. I don't know, maybe because
Oh.
I trimmed them last year
Oh,
or
nice.
Was it
the
new?
weather.
When did you plant them?
well, no, I had it a long time, like 10
Long time.
years. And then I cut them last year because I don't want it to go bigger. So
Yeah, yeah.
it bushed and healthy this year, but never
Oh,
flowered.
you'd have
No,
loads of
there's
flowers
no-
next to it.
Yeah.
It's just building up energy
Oh,
this year.
So
Oh, this
maybe.
is
Yeah,
it.
this is it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the great way now. Yeah.
No.
No, it's locked.
It's
Oh,
not.
that's the beauty. Because the river this morning, look at it.
Yeah.
Just first just listen.
Mm.
Listen to silence. It's
And
beautiful.
sometimes the
Yeah.
birds chirping. It's lovely.
Oh, I
Yeah,
love it by
the
the river
ducks.
there. I think the river is.
You're not MacGyver now.
No, I'm not. I look like MacGyver. You're the first person ever to accuse me of that. No chance. No, I don't do that kind of mad stuff. I live in my mind, Laura. I live in my mind.
I love him when I was a
Me
kid.
too.
Oh, no,
You know
my
why?
God.
That's where I learned all the tricks and
Oh,
you know,
I used to
tips.
watch it even though I don't understand the English. I just, he can skip.
It's
He can
very
skip.
resourceful.
I remember I
Yeah,
was
yeah.
only maybe high school or elementary when I first watched
You were
it.
young
Yeah,
and
yeah,
impressionable.
Yes, I was like, oh, you
Yeah.
know, he will escape it. He will. He'll get a toothpick.
Yeah.
Rose hips.
Oh.
You know, vitamin C is very hard to get in olden times, so these
Yeah.
are a rich source of vitamin C. So people would pick the berries and boil them down, and the syrup would be rich in vitamin C, and they'd use it over the winter.
Oh,
So you
nice.
don't
No,
catch
because
cold
in
easily.
the olden times it was very like there was no import. So
Yeah.
if you didn't have it at hand, and those berries over there as well,
Right.
they're
The-
actually
the
That's
quite.
orange
edible
one.
as well.
They're actually quite sweet. So they wait for them to really ripen, and then
Like
they're kind of
yeah.
sweet. They're
Yeah.
do they go red or that's a
No,
different
they
one?
stay orange.
Orange the whole
Alright, 'cause
time.
there's a red one.
It's
isn't it?
nice.
They-
Are they wild?
Oh, they're all white.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a nice walled garden and all inside there.
But that was the way in the past. They had to build a walled garden to
Mm.
make a microclimate inside.
Okay.
Yeah.
They could grow veggies.
Oh, so the
vegetables
wild
and-
will stay out.
Well, no,
No, the
more
wi-
to keep the wind, to keep
To
it
keep
warm.
the wind. Okay.
Because the wind would destroy things.
Yeah,
in
that's
the-
why I was
Yeah.
wonder why it's always walled.
Yeah.
Walled.
You
walled
always say walled
garden.
garden in a big house.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because the only way to get vegetables was to grow your own,
Yeah.
and you had to make a kind of a small micro environment to make it.
In Stig, they have lovely gardens, walled garden as well. Oh, what's the name of
Woodstock?
that one?
Woodstock,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I
It's similar
remember
to
when
this.
they're Terry and I have a big bag and they have loads of corn. I
Corn,
pick
yeah.
5 corns and put it in my bag.
It's just everywhere there.
Laura,
I said, behave yourself.
Don't say that. But it's everywhere. Yeah.
oh my God.
Tara!
Let's talk.
Tara!
Let's talk.
Now guys, we are here in one of the beautiful spots in Waterford, which is,
Called Mount Congreve.
yes, Mount Congreve. And we're not just here by ourselves. We're gonna meet a couple, our guest for our walking well, it's like a walking tour or something like that. But anyway, it's a walking chat. We're about to meet the couple now.
Come back.
And yes, okay. What do you think?
Yes, we're excited.
Yes. Lovely jubbly. Okay, guys. Oh, look at them.
He just loves
They
to.
are-
Enjoying the view. This
Yeah.
is Ate.
Yes.
Hello. Ate Libay. We call
Yeah.
her Ate Libay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
it's all
her full
recorded.
name.
One of the seniors.
Oh.
Oh, so she's her actually full name is Liberty.
Yeah.
Or,
Means freedom.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
Diba?
a beautiful
why I'm always
name.
free.
And this is
you.
the lovely husband. Kuya, we
Yay.
call him Kuya Terry.
Here I am.
Man.
Yes,
Kuya
hello,
Terry.
Kuya.
Good morning, everybody,
Good
and welcome to Mount
morning.
Congreve Gardens,
Yes.
It's all
a horticultural jewel in the world.
Wow. And Kuya Terry, this is what was written there?
This is what they're trying to do is reclaim
Yeah.
wetlands because they
Okay.
in the past people they drained all marshes and everything, but wetlands like this, they're not very productive for farming, but they're
Yes.
very good for wildlife.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if you can introduce water, and we're very close to the
To the
river.
river.
The river's
Yes,
only
yeah.
so the river actually feeds in here. So
Okay.
what you do, you recreate a wildlife, and suddenly you have insects and you have fish
Yes.
and birds, and it's while it doesn't look as beautiful as the garden, it's probably as important
Yes.
because you can see all the
Plants,
animals
yeah.
there and plants
Yeah.
that are featured here.
And the insects.
And it gives an opportunity for wildlife to grow in a
Yes.
piece of land that's not going to make any money farming.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay.
Is that
Good
similar
for
to
the
Ann Valley,
environment.
Mahalwal?
similar to
Oh,
the
yes,
Ann Valley,
yeah.
where
Ann
you,
Valley,
In
yes.
Dunhill.
where you actually you
Yeah.
help nature to
Yeah.
You help
We'll go
nature
this way. I think this
So
is
we go this way or
Progress.
this way? This is a yeah.
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 the entrance.
Oh
Now,
yes, I was
um,
saying that.
Aren't the
We
trees
haven't been
going?
here for some time, I'd say.
Oh, it's
No,
been a long
yeah.
It used to
time.
be like a place wherein we come here every it's only like open for like once a month.
That's
Yes,
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, every Thursday. I think it's every
The-
Thursday.
Every
Yeah,
Thursday.
before,
Every
but
Thursday.
today's
Yeah.
even now. It's, so
And-
it's,
But
is
now
it
it's open
closed?
I think it's open
And
Maybe
the
it's
same-
open
Every day, Monday to Sunday, or maybe Friday.
Yeah.
something
Friday.
Like that.
Yeah.
And you know, the same man
Yes.
was at the kind of at the entrance. There was the same man. He worked here all his life.
Oh yeah, I think
The
he's
old
still
man.
here, the
Still-
gardener.
yeah, and
Yeah,
when
yeah,
he
yeah.
retired,
Here.
Yeah.
he just continued every Thursday morning. He'd be here to
Ah.
welcome people, and people got
Yes.
to know him over many years.
Yes.
He became a real, I suppose, icon for like once you saw him, you knew
He's
where
like
you
a permanent
where you were.
fixture.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes. Yeah, they spent millions to
Ah, yes, yeah,
refurbish. I
yeah.
think this place.
Yeah.
It's famous for the William Congreve. He went all over the world, and
Okay.
he gathered plants, rhododendrons, a lot of them from China,
Yes.
and up in the Himalayas, and wherever he could find an interesting plant, he sent them all back here. So
Yes.
it's a repository of plants that lots of them have been lost in the wild, and they're
Yeah.
only available here because he transported them. So it's great,
Wow.
and they've kept everything.
Unfortunately, he didn't have an heir, isn't it?
No, no.
No, he surpassed.
So
Yeah.
he gave the whole lot
Yeah.
to the government.
That's why,
Yes,
yeah, he's very generous.
Yeah, yeah.
I think he
No,
lived
is
up
this
to
the man?
like 100.
I suppose
Yeah.
that's him.
He lived to a
Yeah.
great age.
Yeah.
Look at the welcome to my global garden. That's
That's
him.
it, yeah.
Yeah.
Because he
It's really
literally,
global.
he brought the world here.
Yeah.
Mr.
world is-
Congreve himself and the doggy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could say that the world is growing here,
Yes.
Exactly.
which is nice.
Okay, guys. This lovely couple here. Maybe if we can, like, just tell our audience there, or like share some,
Yes.
like, of yourselves. Like, how did you meet up, by the way?
Ah, our background. Wow.
Yeah.
You see, we were both medical technologies,
Yes.
and we work in Saudi Arabia.
Okay.
And there,
You
I
met
met
him.
him in the laboratory.
Yes.
He was my supervisor at the time.
Oh, sneaky, huh?
He was
Yeah.
my boss. But once we step out of the lab, I'm the boss.
Oh.
She's the supervisor.
Oh,
We
he's
were-
so strict.
Oh.
Very strict.
We were working in a
really?
hospital that was built at the top of a mountain.
Okay.
in the middle of nowhere because there were two warring families, the Zaharanis and the Gamdis.
Oh.
And they wanted to give them a hospital, but they couldn't put the hospital on Gamdi land or
Yes.
the Zaharanis would be upset, and vice versa. So they picked a hilltop and they put the hospital on the hilltop on the border between the two families.
Okay.
It's a
And that's-
fabulous hospital. The
Yeah.
temperature is like in Baguio. It's
In
cool.
Ba- oh, nice.
cool. Yeah.
So you have a 400-bed hospital surrounded by desert.
Yeah.
Nothing at all. So it's a funny old place to work.
Okay.
But we were, so if you didn't, your whole life was in the compound. You had no, like there was a small town, but only a small, what we call a souk, where you could buy
Oh yes,
Oh,
yeah.
Market,
fruit
yeah,
and
yeah.
veg and
Market,
market.
yeah.
But if you wanted any kind of entertainment or contact, it was within the hospital grounds. So
Or else you just go to Jeddah.
yeah,
yes.
but
You
you can
know,
only go there every.
yeah.
Nice.
So we started off. We were young then, of course, and we're not young
Yes.
anymore. But we were young then, so we were looking for romance.
Yes,
Yes.
of course.
And it happened unexpectedly.
When you least, actually, I'd say when you least expect it. If when you,
Yes.
in fact, I would say advice to young people:
Yeah.
if you're looking hard for love, you won't find it.
Yeah.
But when you kind of let go the looking and just let yourself be,
Yeah.
Yes.
it comes to you.
Suddenly here comes
Oh,
Libay.
yeah.
You sort of attract. I don't
It's,
know.
yeah.
Yes.
It comes natural.
Yeah.
It does, yeah, it does.
Kind of organic.
Yeah.
kind of.
It's nice. No, you can't force it. You
Love.
know.
Yeah.
You can't, isn't it?
Yeah.
No,
That's
no.
why I said it's a relationship made in heaven.
Yeah.
Because
Because-
we're both coming from the opposite world.
Opposite ends of the
Yes.
world.
So how long
How did
are
you manage
yeah.
that? Like
Yeah,
being.
first, how long are you married now?
Well, we're only married 33 years.
Wow. Only guys, huh?
Only.
But I can honestly say that a lot
Yeah.
of people at the beginning thought, no,
Yeah.
No,
it won't last. It
Yeah.
won't
Yeah.
last.
If you look back to it, it's very rare during the time. It's only rare to have, it's very, you only meet a couple of
Yeah.
Filipinos
Yeah.
or, that married to a foreigner.
Yeah.
It's
At that
rare.
time, I'd say
The
it's
time it's not
Yeah. It
really
was,
common.
yeah.
probably one of the firsts.
I
We
know,
were.
But you
Time.
met probably.
were.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
although I
Yeah.
know there is the mail order bride.
Oh my
Oh, the
God.
Were you-
Were you
I
ever
hate that.
Have you ever been thought that other people, what you call it, were you been
Suspecting
like
me that I,
suspected?
oh,
yeah, yeah.
oh my God, I nearly died. I like to kill the person.
Yeah, the mail order bride. I remember that because I remember
Yeah,
my
it's
parents
very
talk
bad.
about it,
Yeah.
especially
Yes.
American. And look, in the Philippines, anyone who has
Yeah.
a Caucasian skin or white
Yes.
skin,
Yeah.
they're
Anyone.
American. They're
Yeah,
Joe.
yeah, that's their
Yes.
general.
So,
Well, when we
impression.
started going out together, Levi used to refer me as Mr. Pink Man because I'm not
really
actually
pink.
white. I'm actually pink.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
all you see is the blood under my skin. Like there's no color whatsoever.
Yeah.
So it's but you're right about I suppose people.
yeah, how did you handle that? Because people
Yes.
will always
We'll always
think.
question.
Like
No,
that.
but this is what I said to each other. We said it to each other.
You
It's
can,
like
you can use my name
it's
if
the
you want.
my mahal. It's the union of two forgivers.
Two forgivers.
Nice.
Yeah,
Okay.
because if you
You just
if
forgive
yeah,
them.
you just forgive
Yeah,
because
okay.
it's part of life.
Oh.
There's no relationship
Yes.
like a bed of roses.
But
No, there's
but
ups
now,
and downs.
But now it's very
Our
what do you call it?
friends.
It's very popular now in
Yeah,
the
it's
Philippines.
common and all.
It's very common. Like
Oh, it is.
people, I think it just you go out and you see a lot of couples. One is foreigner and one is Filipino.
yeah.
You know,
But you
Yeah.
see, it's a different world now.
Yeah, but I
Yes.
can
It's a
honestly
really-
say it's all because of love. It's not for anything
Of
else.
course,
No,
yeah.
no.
Because some people are looking for
Yeah.
security.
Yes.
You know, especially when you're with a foreigner. It's like,
Yeah.
Yeah. Or they will think
she's going out.
she's a
because-
gold
Yeah.
digger.
Yeah, yeah.
There's always
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
gold
Yeah.
digger.
Yeah, yeah. So I
Yeah.
go, oh no, that's not
That's not the
that's not my cup
situation.
of tea, you know.
You see, in the Middle East
Embarrassed
at that time, most people ended up in the Middle East because they they couldn't get by in their own countries. So,
Yes.
so
Okay.
there was no difference between a Filipino and an Irish and a Canadian. They were all there because economic circumstances
Yeah, for
forced
work.
them to go. You didn't.
Yeah.
You weren't
Yeah.
there because you wanted to be.
Yes,
Mm.
yeah.
But you're there because you had to be, and you might make some money, and you
Yeah.
might start to
Everybody
buy a
is,
house
yeah.
and get started in
Yeah.
life.
Yeah.
But so we were all equal, really.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and we were very isolated. So it was
No,
really difficult.
don't say that we're equal. When we go to Saudi Arabia, remember,
Yeah, because
your
Yeah.
salary
is much
Different,
more
yeah.
than
you work the
me.
same,
Probably.
Yeah.
No.
but your salary.
Probably from your perspective.
From
but
your
Yeah,
then
yeah.
No, no,
when it
no. You
comes
see,
to-
you see,
Yeah.
they work out. They say, "What do you earn in your own country?"
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's what we'll give you in this country. in
That's
Saudi,
the only
without
thing.
A little
tax.
more,
Yeah.
yeah.
So, so
Yeah.
they say in Ireland you earn so
Yeah.
much. So no, but the problem is,
That's
it seems like a lot. But then when I go back to my own country,
Yeah.
I'm
You
just,
say, yeah,
I'm
yeah,
just,
yeah.
that's the thing.
Only
That's
if
Yeah,
you go to
no.
the
Yeah.
Philippines, it's stretched.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
actually
It goes
true.
a long
Well,
way.
Yeah, if
We
you look
have-
on that
Yeah.
perspective,
Yeah,
isn't
yeah.
it? That's
Yeah.
Well, that
actually
is,
Yeah.
it is. That's what they're doing.
I've actually asked the guys, you know, because in the hospital there's always like people from different places, and then
Yeah.
whenever there was this particular guy that I've asked. He's actually from the Middle East, and then I said, oh, how come, you know, it's a Muslim country, it's supposed to be equal and all, and how come the salary of like an Asian, you know,
Yeah.
staff,
European
you
or
know,
American,
they're
yeah.
different and all.
Yeah.
And then he said, "Oh, it's because you know how can you lure somebody from Europe to work over there if you just pay them
The
like,
level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know
Yeah.
Yeah.
like same as the Filipino
Rate.
staff
Yeah,
or something
yeah.
rate,
Yeah.
yeah. So which makes sense. Which
Which
what
makes
you
sense
does,
actually
yeah.
in that
But you know,
perspective.
but it works out. It works out in the sense that over our time there, we got to know many people, and we're actually going to return to the Philippines for a visit
Yes.
in a couple of weeks, and we're
Okay,
meeting up.
okay.
We're meeting up with the same people we worked with in Al Baha
nice.
35 years
Oh
ago.
my
Start
God.
using.
Oh,
But,
Yes,
but
so
you
this
know,
is-
I'm looking forward to asking them how they got on, because
Yes.
when they were
Yes.
when we were together, we'd always talk about our plans and to
Yeah.
buy a house or something.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
there's people. I remember advising one of my colleagues about mortgages, and
Yes.
she said, "Oh, Terry, should I buy a house in the Philippines? Filipino buying in the Philippines." And she said, "Oh, the mortgage is whenever so much money to borrow." And then I sat it down a piece of paper and we worked out
Yeah.
the repayments and whatever. And now she's the owner of that house.
Wow.
You know,
Yeah.
So-
That's
it's a
really-
good
yes.
move.
it's a good.
Yeah.
So you sort
Yeah.
of, in many ways, the mix of cultures
Mhm.
was a very beneficial one to everybody.
Yes, you
Yeah.
learn from
I
each
think
other.
I think we
Yeah.
all learned from each other,
Yes.
and we all ended up, I think, with the same. We all ended up essentially with a chance to buy a house.
Yes.
That was really got to start. So
Yes.
it allowed people to get on
But
with their lives.
yeah. Did you ever try to go and live in the Philippines like after you got married?
Yeah.
We certainly did.
Yes. How was it? How was the
We bought it.
experience?
We
Because that would be on the 80s.
It's
No,
in
90s,
nine-
early
nine-
90s.
90s. We were
yeah.
married in 1990. So
We bought a house.
Yeah.
one
And-
you bought a
and-
house.
yeah, and then we were planning to start our business. Just
Yeah.
it's in the like on the way to fruition, but it didn't really happen.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what was the challenges? That's why it didn't.
Financial survival.
Yeah.
Right,
It's
yeah.
very difficult. Mahirap talaga.
Because all the
It's all coming out,
savings were
let's
just
say.
all going out.
Yeah.
No
Yeah,
income.
no income. It's very hard
It's
to
very
make a
hard
living.
to fight Henry C.
Yes. Of
You know,
course.
he handles
Yeah.
all the business like there's a
And so
monopoly.
many
Yeah.
people they don't allow competition.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, so it's a very much a closed. So it's unless you have a patron
Yeah.
or a patroness, that's someone who will
Yeah.
take you under their wing
Yeah.
and guide you
Yeah.
and help you.
How long did you live there?
For
Like
2 years.
2
2
years.
years.
For 2 years.
Okay,
Yeah.
and
2
then said
years.
no. We'll go back to
Yeah.
Ireland.
And we were
did
lucky.
Did it scare you, Ate? Because during that time, there's no Filipino here. Would you be the first Filipina here?
In Ireland.
I
In
thought
Ireland.
I was, but when we arrived,
Yeah.
there were 2
Others.
others.
Oh,
In-
But
in-
I
in
have
Waterford.
to reach out, find them.
Of course.
Because I
Okay.
like to,
Yes,
the way
you-
when you're
Yeah,
in the
to-
foreign land, you
Yeah.
want to meet someone with your
Yes.
native tongue.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I found them.
Oh.
So
nice.
it was good. But you see, they have their own family.
Yeah.
It's a busy
And they're busy
time for
too,
you
you
as
know. And
well.
Of course.
I'm younger than them.
But was it difficult to find them, like, because at that time there's no social media?
Yes.
No.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
What
But,
we did,
but
we
by word of
contact
mouth,
the
you know
consul.
the old-fashioned way.
Oh,
Yeah,
I see.
word
Oh,
of
I've
mouth.
seen somebody there.
I'd meet you in the
Yeah.
street and you'd say, "Oh, there was a thing. I'll give you a
Yeah.
number." So you'd dial up,
Okay.
ring up a landline. You'd have no
Yeah.
mobiles.
Yes, yeah, I remember that book.
Little book.
You
Well, we-
should see me. Terry's very
Yeah.
eager. You have to find your kababayan.
Kababayan. It's
He's
good.
very good
That's
like
good to
that now,
contact.
you know.
Yes,
So
yes.
when I finally
Because
found her,
he
she's very
probably
good.
knew that, you know, he don't want you to
To feel like
to
lonely.
Lonely, yeah.
But you know,
That's really
the
In a
interesting,
foreign land at
having
that
worked
time.
in the Philippines, having lived in the Philippines, I know what it's like to be out of your own
Yes.
environment.
Yeah.
And that's the same environment
With,
I
With
brought her
me.
into in
Yes,
Ireland.
yes.
So although the Irish are friendly, they're
Yeah.
not your own.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
they're
But you
not
see,
your-
Still.
I'm not too bad because I'm busy raising my three
Yes,
little
exactly,
ones,
exactly.
all
Yes,
under
yeah.
5.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And I'm so busy, I don't even know boy zone. And they were
Yeah.
asking me from the Philippines,
Yeah.
"Oh, ate, you know, they're from Ireland. Have
Yeah.
you seen them?" I said, "Who are they?"
Who are they?
We were too old for
I'm
boys.
so
though.
embarrassed,
Too old for
you know?
boys. Though.
Oh my God.
But there was
That's
I remember one gathering. They had an annual gathering in a public park in Dublin,
Yeah.
and there was maybe 100 people there.
Oh, that's it?
That was the whole lot. That was
Wow.
everyone
Yeah.
who could make it, and
And-
you
Wow.
Yeah,
and you
that's it.
sort of. But it grew fairly
Yeah,
fast.
and we
True.
attend Christmas party in Dublin.
In Dublin, imagine, guys.
Yeah.
In Dublin.
It's in Dublin. That's why all our kababayan here should enjoy while
Yes.
we can, you know.
Yes.
Now we have
Yeah.
all the counties, you know,
Yeah.
definitely there's like community.
Yeah.
Oh, it's very,
Filipino community
it's very
now.
important. Really,
Yeah.
it's important that the culture, your Filipino culture, is preserved and celebrated,
Yeah.
but also an enjoyment of Ireland as
Yes.
well. So
Yeah.
I think the two can go hand in
Hand in
hand.
hand,
Yeah.
yeah.
You don't have to reject one to accept the
No.
other one.
Yes.
You should have both.
You just have to learn from
It's a bit
them.
like a language. You know, some people speak several languages, from the
Yeah.
Philippines especially.
Yes.
So you can speak fluent Tagalog,
Yes.
fluent English, and maybe a local language,
Yeah.
dialect as
Yeah,
well.
yeah,
so
yeah.
it's a lovely thing to celebrate
Yes,
culture
that's
and each
true.
other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the purpose of our community here in Waterford.
Yeah.
in
So
Waterford.
we are all like involved in this community, you know. So everyone will know each other and be nice to each other,
Yes.
and then celebrate our
It's
culture.
always
And you're actually
nice.
growing the next generation as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're actually, if the children bond as children, and then as teenagers, and then as adults, you are making the next generation of community.
Yeah.
Communities.
They will
yeah.
be the future leaders.
Yeah.
Correct.
You never know, there
true.
will be a Tishak.
Who knows? Yeah.
Well, we have
No,
we have an Indian one, well,
Yeah.
from
Of course.
Indian
I'm
heritage.
sure there will be like a Filipino one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And politicians as well, because politics in
Yeah.
the Philippines is a very
Yeah. Strong.
strong
Yeah,
influence
yeah.
on people.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it won't be long before there's a
Somebody like a
I won't be
Filipino.
surprised.
Filipino
Yeah, yeah,
councillor
yeah.
on a local
Oh, do you
committee.
close or you can
Not-
enter from there? Do you want to have a look?
Yeah, we'll have a look there maybe.
Yeah, yeah.
Or do
I don't
you
know
want-
if
because
we're-
I think that's
We
the
keep going?
garden.
Yeah.
Will we, or did they
No,
close it?
you have to go there, I'd say.
Will we
Oh,
have
this
a
is
look?
the
yeah,
main
sure, we go
gate.
in.
Yeah.
That's
That's
good.
the cafe.
yeah.
We'll check that place first. So guys, this is
really
Mount
nice.
Congreve. Look at the massive building.
Lovely, isn't it? Beautiful.
Yeah.
Lovely.
That is-
Is this the house now?
Yes,
the
this is the
Oh,
house.
man,
Yeah.
it's so
Imagine.
big. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's yeah, they refurbished
It's
it.
done
It's
up.
nice.
I think you can rent it for a small event.
We do our party of Christmas. What you call
Why not?
This would be nice.
Oh my God.
Are they accepting?
Yeah, but they only have small area.
They renovated the inside.
Yeah, yeah.
They
And
have a library where you can
Yeah.
rent for a couple of people.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Like that.
we're gonna check the Mount Congreve
I'm
building.
trying to
It
come.
was
This
open
is
and
where
I'm
this
trying to
was the
do that,
place
but it's very
where
hard.
Mount Congreve.
Hard
lived.
work.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
beautiful out there.
Yeah, yeah.
See that?
First.
Yeah.
See the
Yes,
door?
To
I
PR.
want you to come in
Beautiful,
first. It's
isn't it?
really
Come on.
beautiful.
Lovely.
Yay.
And then that, I want you to go first because
Okay.
I've been there. You
Yeah,
It's
we'll
really
go.
beautiful, the entrance.
Ay,
Okay,
ganda
sure.
nga.
Nice one.
Oh, it's lovely, isn't it? Oh, wow.
Yes.
Oh, isn't it gorgeous?
No, this is Mount Congreve, guys. Look at they're natural. They're like real.
That's
Oh,
lovely,
nice.
isn't it? Beautiful. Oh, it's lovely.
Gorge.
That's lovely.
I like this one.
That's nice, isn't it? It has
Wow.
very nice plants.
This is the one that I like.
Are they fake or?
Are they?
Ah. In the moss. Oh, okay. I see. All right.
Oh, may napuntahan akong bahay ganyan. Pagpasok mo
nice.
ganyan ang arrange.
And look at the little.
Oh, a gramophone.
Oh, the
Yeah. Nice.
That's lovely. And the grandfather's clock.
Yeah. There's a show. That's the place.
Ganda, no?
Look at that, guys. It's all
Oh, that's
Wow.
lovely, isn't it?
lovely, lovely, lovely.
Nice.
Yeah.
Ceiling is
Sitting room.
gorgeous. Look at the ceiling.
Yes. Look
Beautiful.
at that.
Lovely blue.
Yep.
Oh, very nice.
I like
at
the
that.
Paris.
Oh yeah.
Well, there's no tour of the gardens, so like you go around.
You just,
and,
yeah.
this is the wall gardens. It's about half an hour. On a day like today, the wall gardens would be beautiful.
If you happen to come to Waterford, don't forget to check this Mount Congreve. It's scenic. The garden is massive. You can walk like for an hour or two or something like that. And there's a walled garden, and the outside, kind of outside the wall, it's massive. And then the house, yes. There's a cafe beside it, and we're just about to go there. So, yes, guys. Okay. Guys, you've seen that massive building. Anyway, now, any advice to our couple out there, couples, I must say, about relationship? Take a bit. What can you say, or what can you advise them? Like to have this like long-lasting relationship.
especially to the
Like a-
couples
Long-lasting.
from,
It's
came
like a-
from a different
Yeah,
background,
background.
different
like a-
nationalities or ethnicities.
I think,
Yeah.
my advice is, if you love the person,
Mhm.
you accept the person, the good and the
Right.
bad.
Yes.
So, no one is perfect,
Yeah.
Yes.
So, just accept and always, love should always be
And-
there.
and-
Because
and-
once it flies out of the window,
That's gone.
that's
and,
gone.
and the currency of, the way like euros and dollars are the currency of
Yes.
life, okay? But the currency of a relationship, I think, is kindness. And if
Yes.
you're
Kindness,
it's
yeah.
kindness. And if
Yeah.
when you fall short of kindness,
Yeah.
usually it's the guy. The women are better than the So then you have to you have to make serious apologies.
Yeah.
Right.
And
And
then and usually recovery is slowly,
Yeah.
you have to charm
Yeah.
your so it's instead of one wooing of your partner before you marry, then you have to re-woo her during the marriage.
It's always like a courtship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
It's
Yeah.
like
It shouldn't feel like as if you've been there, you're together for such a long time.
Yes, even
No.
when
It
should
we
feel
were
like
just
as if
new.
it
Yeah.
always feels
Yeah,
like
we're
you're-
the same.
it feels
Are
like
you
you're
the
starting
same?
again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are actually half of your marriage years.
Yeah.
Years.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're 30.
33.
We're about 16.
Oh,
See,
yeah.
yeah.
So,
Yeah, so yeah.
But it feels like
We're
it's
half-
just yesterday.
It
Yeah.
does.
Yeah,
It
it's
does.
always
Yeah.
like that.
once
But
you-
some days
you-
are longer than others.
Yeah.
and also the advice I got from my own father, he said, okay, you can use your heart when you fall in love, but bring your brain with you.
You.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
always be
Yes.
together.
Yes,
So in that,
Yeah.
guys, thank you
That
very
note,
much
Yeah.
Yes.
for watching, and hopefully you'll watch more of our videos. So from here, Mount Congreve, Waterford, thank you very much.
Tara!
Yes.
Let's
Good
talk.
stuff.
Mabuhay.
God bless.
Yeah.
Tara!
Let's talk.
Tara!
Let's talk.
There's also a shop in here. Within the shop, there is a cafe, which it's just there. It used to be like this place is like open, but they put a roof so that everyone can enjoy whole year round.